gorilla phalluses. I'm going to assume that if male gorillas have small penises, then, I mean, as a bachelor's of science honors holder in biology, I'm going to assume that the female gorilla vagina is proportionally sized as a result. Do you see how down bad you are? People are like, well, gorillas don't mate for pleasure. They only mate for procreation. So their sex is really boring. Bro, who fucking cares? They're gorillas. What's wrong with you? You're really out here like cyberbullying gorillas? They're animals. They live in the damn jungle, dude. They live in the damn zoo. People are like, that gorilla woman is not satisfied. If I was a gorilla, it would not go down like that. I would start by stroking the inside of her gorilla thigh, tease around the edge of the gorilla mons pubis. Like, what are you talking about? They're animals. I mean, we're animals, but like, we're better than animals. Yeah, gorilla can also bench press a 1998 Honda Civic. Exactly. Can you do that? I don't think anybody can do that. Even the car dealership owner from Physical 100. Part of the Super Auto Pets segment, they said, NL, can you name 5 Harry Styles songs? I'll tell you the answer to that question is no, but it may surprise you. I can definitely name 2 Harry Styles songs. I can name, everybody knows Watermelon Sugar, which I'm starting to believe is not Watermelon Sugar. By the way, this is a callback to earlier in the stream. If Watermelon Sugar was sung by Bruno Mars, you know what the song would be called? Pussy Juice. And it would go to number 1. And people would be listening to it for years. And he would bust out the craziest dance routine you've ever seen in your entire life. Hell yes, it's true. People will be playing it at weddings. You're absolutely right. Right after Pharrell Williams is Happy, they would be like, oh, dude, can you play Pussy Juice by Bruno Mars? It's a callback to earlier in the stream where I said, why Bruno Mars, like all shit-talking everybody, shit-talking his friends that he was in the biggest band in the world with for a while. That's Niles. Niles is not an open shit talker. Niles might have an incisive barb behind your back, but mostly that's just because he's so repressed. Because, I mean, you would be too if you had to deal with Maris all day. Level me. Really smart level on that one. Level me. Orca could go kind of pog crazy here. Put Orca right here. Monkey can move back to there. Roll me once. Once the moth is fully kitted, if it gets fully kitted, then we start buffing the Orca probably. Given by anyone who has met her, above all her husband. The true source of Maris's family fortune is only discovered by Niles during the divorce proceedings. Let's see some quotes. Niles, this is so classic. Niles. I don't mind telling you we pushed our beds together that night, and that is no mean feat. Her room, as you know, is across the hall. Oh, how droll. How droll, Niles. Will Maris be joining us? Sadly, no. She had a bad experience there one Christmas Eve. The Italian soccer team was at the next table. Maris announced that she was in the mood for a goose, and perhaps, inevitably, tragedy ensued. What a delightful bon mot. I thought Maris was joining us, honestly. He probably still won the Emmy that season. I love misogyny disguised as comedy. Excuse me. It's not misogyny. She's not nice. We never meet Maris or hear her side of the story at all, but how could it be misogyny if she's mean, according to According to Niles. That's not misogyny. Yeah, she's married. It's misogyny. Does the seagull ever work? No, of course not. People delude themselves into thinking it can, but maybe it could work for us. Hang on, it's doing it. Seagull slug can do some interesting stuff. I know. Oh, I know. Let me get a croissant. My slug! I gave him a donut, you piece of crap! We're still gonna win, but we didn't win the way that I expected to win. Haven't played this in so long, feel like I'm losing my mind. Justin, it's a very simple game. Here's the thing, okay? You get a level 2 walrus. The walrus, when it faints, is going to give a death touch to 2 random friends. But then the donut negates the randomness. It means that this seagull is guaranteed to get the death touch from the walrus. And then that means the seagull, of course, when a friend is summoned, it passes on this pet food's perk to it. So when the slug dies and summons a new slug, then it'll create a 2/2 unit with death touch, and then it'll create a 1/1 unit with death touch as well. It's just an endless death touch multiplier. Like, it's not that complicated. Actually, I mean, we could, and then yeah, okay, we could next turn. Not this turn, but we could next turn. Don't even start me on a buffalo. I'm not interested. Whoever told me to sell the slug is the true genius. They did not overwrite. Thank God. They did not overwrite the donut. We live as a result. It's the easiest win of all time. Whoever's chat's hero. I mean, my hero in chat was whoever told me to sell the slug. It was a genius play. Look at that. 10 wins. And the seagull actually worked. Hang on, I'm gonna send a message on Discord. I'm running on a Celeron these days. It's a good joke. +2. Casino, of course. See, I'm on that Celeron. It is true. There is something called mom brain, which I think is sexist. I think it should be called dad brain. But like I was reading the baby books before our baby was born. You read things like when you have a child, your amygdala, the fear and anxiety center in your brain, expands to like 2x its normal size and never returns to the size that it used to be. It's you get like a brain fog when you're a parent because like so much of like you have background processes that are constantly like worrying about your child. And also, like, you got a lot of stuff. I'm not going to say more because I don't know what your life is like. But you got, like, a lot of stuff throughout the day that you're thinking about as well. Like, my ass used to just, like, go outside with my wallet and my phone in my pocket and be, like, unencumbered. Nowadays, you want to go out to the park, you got, like, a backpack full of, water bottle, diapers, granola bar, maybe a little Ziploc bag full of some goldfish or some fruit or something like that. You got a book, you got wet wipes, you got hand sanitizer, you got... And that's just for me. Okay, I stole that from chat. That was a really good joke, though. And then you get outside and you're like, wait, I didn't even bring the kid. For the moment, I'll croissant you. Why not? I stole all those jokes from chat, for the record. I didn't do anything. I didn't do anything there. Chat stayed goated. Well, that's a loss, unfortunately. So I'm gonna buff my lion and then just be very careful about the other units that I have. Like, that's a good one. This is also a good one. This is also a good one. Okay, we got something going on here. I should I'm so pill-pilled, man. I'm such a pharmaceutical cell pill cell. That was good though. That was good. -2, -2. You shut the fuck up, you fucking. Okay, how about this? This is pretty solid. Could really use a bat. This gets unfrozen now. Can't take a tier 5 or above. I'm not going to take a donkey. I'm not going to take a duck. I can't believe it. You know what my horny ass is going to do? I'm going to take a raccoon and hope to steal, like, great equipment from whatever the front unit is. If I could steal their melon armor, or, like, a steak, I'll steal a damn... Oh, I stole their sickness! Shit is like a Deftones song. Whatever, I'll take my draw. Nothing here is better than the raccoon. We don't need another lion, is the thing. I'm going insane. I'm buffing this raccoon. Nothing here is better than a raccoon. Hippo, it's too late to scale it, but in Scoozies. Listen, I'm not at a place in my life where I'm really switched on to the content creator landscape. I only know the name, and this is no disrespect. I only know the name because of the time that somebody in my chat was like toxic for an hour, and then they typed, "Hey guys, Scooty is live if you want to watch someone who's actually good at this game." Meanwhile, I'm like 3 knuckles deep in a rant about how, like, why is the Costco Bulgogi so good, but the Costco Galbi's not? And then they got banned, and they left like the most insane unban request I've ever seen in my entire life, which was like, "Well, I guess you got me. Okay. Yeah, I was being a little bit toxic today, but I had a great time in the stream at, over the past couple of years. Toodles," or something like that. And I was just like, oh my, what is... Heavy, heavy main character energy. And the scary thing is they might be watching right now. Now, this is not a good team. I hope you didn't unban them. I did not unban them. And moreover, I did the psychotic Black Mirror on that one, where I've just left them in purgatory because I don't... I mean, I don't want to hit unban. I'm buying 2 apples like a nutcase here. Sell ya? Buy ya? Freeze a pill? Or I don't want to hit deny. It doesn't really matter. The most damning thing I think about the potato is the fact that you never see it on opponents' teams either. It blocks chili pepper damage. It's interesting. Does it matter? Oh. Quick little 10-piece. No big deal. That one goes out to the person I saw in chat say, how does he keep getting 10 wins? This team isn't even that good. Well, better than your teams, apparently. I mean, ball don't lie. He did say that. I saw it. And I took that personally. Okay, let's pay out the 10 pieces here. That felt great. Slash marker. Okay. This healing draft to restore the vigor our misunderstanding cost you. Don't flatter yourself. I took 0 damage, but I will take your healing potion.
You've forgotten yourself? This shady path leads to a witch.
The seasons are changing. Warmth won't be free for long.
It's all about the games.
Holy cow, he's hot. Redraw a card instead of attacking is something we can do. Okay, however, you can only use them once per round. Understood? A strange fire weaves its way through the woods. It's a lantern fox with 4 HP. Now, I'm looking at my hand. Whetstone. Wild one of your cards into a spade until the end of turn. Okay, will it get killed? I'm going to wild my 4 into a spade. And then, like, honestly, if you ever see someone drop this shit on you, you should just resign immediately because you're dead. I played a 5-card flush on you. He's so emo.
life was.
Do we have to fight him again?
Represents the unknown, or so my ancestors say. I've thrown the stone I brought from the mouth of the river, and so I join my strength to the arm of my descendant who will, someday, break this wall.
I get it. It's like, why would I do something with my life when my kid could just do something instead?
Was the witch able to conjure your past?
He asks.
This is the fastest path up the mountain, but there is smoke that smells of meat, and I know not its source. Me, when I walk by a subway and smell the bread.
Legend claims
One has a great bear, the other one has smoked meat.
Take the most. There is some. Take the most. There is. Take.
Let me get honestly, let's risk it, man. Let's out of the frying pan and into the fire. Let's take the most direct path.
Of lively forms.
By the way, this is Aces in It is, okay. I'm hip with it.
Leaves are young and most
By the way, this is a sponsored segment. Thank you to Yogscast Games. We're playing Aces and Adventures,
forces of
a chunky little poker roguelite RPG. Elements of Slay the Spire, elements of pop-up dungeon. Go check it out for yourself. Exclamation point Aces. Stop the forces of Inverness before they consume Cardrasil. Ask your doctor if Cardrasil is right for you. Holy cow. Inverness. Okay. Can you... it's always going to be there, huh? Or until we choose a direction? I choose to go to encounter. Okay.
time to strike.
Or a king. I see. I see. I get the picture. Well, we can... You know what? This is probably good for big mana. Let's play 2 pair against you. You're going to draw 3 cards. It's going to be hard to defend against 2 pair with only 3 cards.
Not a valid attack.
For game balance reasons, 2 pairs cannot be used in combat. All right. Fair enough. Well, give me 2 queens then. I'll still get you. I'll get you for 2. Now, we would like to not take damage. Well, you know, I guess we could just gain an additional attack and then hit you with another pair. It doesn't leave us with much for defense, though. In fact, it doesn't leave us with anything for defense. You know what I'm thinking? Watch this. Thieves' Tool on a 2.
This will be the key.
And then play 2, 3, 3. 3 of a kind. Get smoked. You only draw 1 card. Eat shit. I mean, best of luck. Thanks for the sponsorship. And then I will play my... No, I won't play this yet. I will pass my turn. I guess we should try to do damage to you on defense if possible, because then we don't take damage. He's learning. There you go. You got 1 on you.
This will be painless.
Draw 2 abilities and 2 cards. Sure, I would play this. Contract. Heal 3 HP when this enemy is defeated. We could. Trappings, of course. A storyless mode that you can play, and the story mode if you're into that as well. You got to play it to unlock all the classes at the very least. I'm very impressed. Game design does seem very well done. Exclamation point Aces, you can go check it out for yourself. All right. Well, as mentioned, I have a nurse coming over to take my blood and piss. At 2. So, I'm going to end the stream at 1:45 today. Which means we should probably... I'm trying to think with 15 minutes available. I mean, there's always movie to movie. I don't think we have enough time for another run. And also, as long as I'm giving you bad news, I'm away tomorrow, and I'm coming back. The next stream will be on Tuesday. We're going to Disneyland. I don't have any other bad news though. That's the end of the bad news. We're doing the weekend the long way. The rides might be shut down because of the weather. Diligently and respectfully tracks both the highs and lows in the spiritual journey of one of... Oh, it's Malcolm X! Hey! We got it. Final Fantasy players be like, oh, I've never seen Malcolm 10. You know what I was thinking about the other day? One of the most common jokes on the internet when it came to gaming in the mid 2000s was, what is Square Enix going to do when they get to Final Fantasy 30? Because it's going to be called Final Fantasy XXX. It's a thing. It was like Y2K that people actually like considered. It turns out, you got to keep in mind they came out with like Final Fantasy 7, 8, 9, and 10 in like a 5-year, like a high school setting or something. But I'm also thinking this could be Knockout City, but it doesn't look enough. It's not colorful enough for Knockout City. So don't guess it if you know it's wrong. Give me a Lollipop Chainsaw and just see if that's wrong. Metacritic score of 82. This is Dance Central. Or like, I'm going to call this Dance Central 1. Yeah, okay. You know what this looks like? Da-da-da-da-da, you can't stop my vibe. I'm loving Cloud City. I'm not ba-da-da-da, I'm solo. I'm Han Solo. I'm Han Solo. I'm Han Solo, solo. You know that one? You remember Connect Star Wars? Many people probably do not remember Connect Star Wars. But they released a Connect game that was themed around Star Wars, and there was a dancing game where Han Solo dances. I'm so happy, the carbonite is gone, I'm moving on, I'm so happy, it's over now, the pain is gone. Okay, that's an easy one. I'm crazy at Guess the Game. Nobody can compete at Guess the Game with me. They don't want to play with me anymore. They say it's no fun. This is New York. This looks like LA Noire. I'm fucking cracked, dude. I'm out of control. It's not, unlike most of them, I actually played this one. I don't even know how I got that one. I guess we've had GTA 4 so recently that I was like, it can't be that. They wouldn't go back to the well. Oh, I got that one. Okay. I thought it was Kane and Lynch. Well, that's what separates, I would say, you from me when it comes to Guess the Game. Is not for a second did Kane and Lynch pass into my head. Because mostly I forgot that game ever existed. And then for some reason they made a sequel, even though I don't really think anybody even liked the first one that much. But now, this looks like a PlayStation 2 era survival horror game. Or maybe this could be Manhunt. This seems like a Manhunt type. Ooh. Now, I've never played Manhunt, but I do know, aren't you, it's like Saw, right? You're in a prison with other men, and then you have to kill each other to get out. There was a lot of controversy about this game when I was like a teenager. It's not like that at all? Ew. Crisis looked crazy in 2007. I wouldn't know. I was too busy playing Rock Band 2. The waters still look good, honestly. No Man's Sky. Sheesh. I was like, it looks like Spore, but new. This is an interesting one. Couldn't tell you on the first image. Don't even have a guess, really. I'm going to say this is Commandos. I'm going to say, what's Mercenaries? That's what I was thinking of. It's Mercenaries Playground of Destruction. Metacritic score of 69. Is there any way this could not be Medieval Engineers? Is it Rust? Oh, okay, it's Rust. Also known as Medieval Engineers, but more noteworthy, I suppose. I don't know, looked medieval to me. Okay, this one is like, I'm gonna go ahead and guess that this is, well, listen, it might not be Microsoft Flight Simulator. This could be City Skylines instead. He's crazy. You could tell from the way the hills and trees don't quite look right. Image 6, please tell me it's like just a disastrous, like clover leaf on and off ramp for a highway. I mean, this is not any of the images really look more City Skylines. I mean, that one's pretty City Skylines.